My name's Eva. I used to work the night shift at a small convenience store right off the highway. You know the kind of place, sells coffee, gas, and really bad sandwiches. Most nights were super quiet, and by 2 in the morning there were hardly any customers left. But that night the air felt different. It was heavy. Huge storm clouds were rolling in, and the wind was so strong it made the store sign creak and groan. I was counting the cash in the till, hoping to close up a little early, when the motion sensor by the door suddenly beeped. I looked up. There was a man standing at the entrance. He didn't come in right away. He just stood there. His clothes were completely soaked from the rain, and his head was tilted slightly to the side, like he was listening for something. "Sir, we're closing soon," I called out. He didn't answer. He just walked inside, slow and steady. Water dripped from his jacket, leaving a dark trail across the clean floor. I tried to force a smile. "Can I help you find something?" Nothing. He just stared blankly at the drink coolers. After about a minute, I heard the faint hum of the refrigerator shut off. A moment later, it flickered back on. The fluorescent lights above aisle 3 buzzed, dimmed, then came back to full brightness. When I looked again, he was gone. I quickly checked the security monitor, and there he was standing in the back corner of the store, right near the storage door. I blinked. That storage room door was always supposed to be locked. My stomach just turned into a knot. I grabbed the phone to call my manager and I froze. The man was now standing right at the counter, right in front of me. There were no footsteps, no sound. He was just ... there. He looked up slowly, and his eyes. They didn't look angry or sad. They just looked empty. Then, in a low, quiet voice, he said, "You forgot to count 1. I looked down at the open cash drawer. One of the $10 bills was missing, but I hadn't even finished counting yet. How could he know? When I looked up again, he was gone. I ran to the front door. It was locked from the inside, just like I left it. I spun around, scanning the aisles. Nothing. I checked the security cameras again. Every single angle showed an empty store, and yet the wet footprints were still there on the floor, leading from the door to the counter. The police came after I called them, but they found no sign of a break-in, no car in the parking lot, and no extra face on any of the camera feeds. They told me it was probably just a prank, that maybe I was tired. But a week later, I came in to start a new shift. I opened the register, and inside the cash drawer, sitting right on top of all the bills, was a wet $10 note. No one had touched that specific till since the night he came. I quit my job that same day. Sometimes, when I stop for gas late at night, I still glance at the convenience store windows. And I swear, sometimes I still see that Reflecchia man in a wet jacket, standing perfectly still, just waiting for me to notice him. Thanks for listening. If you liked this story, be sure to subscribe for more.